Hey everyone, I just wanted to go over everything I take with me when I go on a motorcycle ride. Now for most people this is going to be quadruple overkill, but because I like to go 200-300 miles after work, get way away from civilization, forest, dirt, gravel, off-road, all that stuff, I carry more with me than the average person needs. If you like to do 100 miles on the weekend or 20-30 extra miles to take the scenic route home, you probably just need to carry some kind of multi-tool like a Leatherman and some basic tire repair stuff. Now before I get started, I am not sponsored by anyone or anything. Zero sponsorships on Kory's rides ever in the past and currently right now. Zero sponsorship. All my own money, all my own experiences. I think that's important because if someone's being sponsored, they're obviously going to talk up a product or try and tell you you need a product that you might not really need. And I'll be the first to admit, this is more gear than the average person needs. So I'll start up front, work my way back. I've got hippo hands on the bike. They're not just a cold weather thing. They're on right now because the average daily temperature right now is 20 to 30 degrees. But when it's summertime or fall or whatever, these go into the saddlebags and I can use them to cushion some items in there. And then if it starts raining or it gets cold, I can slap them on real quick. Up here in the tank bag, whatever pair of gloves I'm not wearing, I usually put in there. So if it's cold and I've got my heavy ones on, I put my light gloves in there. I like to be comfortable. Also in the tank bag, I've got a USB adapter so I can charge my phone and my camera batteries at the same time. I've got lens cleaner in there and a microfiber towel because I've got glasses. It's also great for cleaning the windshield. The alcohol in that lens cleaner helps break up bug guts. I've almost always got an Insta360 camera on the bike and recording while I ride. And then, let's see here. This is a handsaw. Well, rope saw, whatever you want to call it. It's a chainsaw chain with handles on it. And it's really great because it's super small, packs down really small, and this is no dirt bike, so if there's a branch down, I'm cutting it out of the way instead of trying to drag the bike underneath it or try and pull it out of the way and hurt my back. It literally fits in your pocket, and I think it's got a belt loop. They're $10 at most outdoor stores. Super handy if you're going to be riding off the beaten path. This is a strap that you'd use to coil up extension cords with or rope or whatever. I use this when I'm not wearing my ride pants. I put them in the saddlebag with that to keep everything in line. These are rock straps, R-O-K. So they've got a cinch, regular cinch web strap on them, but then they've also got bungee cord on the one end, and that is so your luggage stays tight as you ride. So if you've got dry bags or soft luggage or whatever and you want it to stay tight, rock straps. Okay, we'll do toolkit last. Usually I've got wet wipes with me. You don't have to spend extra money on the Manly Man wipes or whatever special lavender whatever crap ones. It's just packaging. Go buy the baby wipes. They'll last you all year, probably longer. They'll probably dry out before you use them all. I got a better case for them so they don't get smashed and ripped open while they're bouncing around in here. Obviously for going to the bathroom, but also you just want to get the grime off of your face. If you're out camping, stealth camping, or camping in a forest, whatever, you can just clean off with them quick. Clean the windshield, helmet, visor, whatever. Super handy to have. And you can clean your hands with them. Some people carry hand sanitizer in their kit, obviously for sanitizing your hands, but you can also use that hand sanitizer, which has a ton of alcohol in it, to light fires. I've got gas on the back for lighting fires. Most people don't need extra gas, but like I said, I get out in the middle of nowhere. It might be 200 miles between gas stops, and even then, point to point 200 miles between gas stops, and I want to go on a route like that between them. So that's important to me. First aid kit. I suggest putting this in any recreational vehicle. I've got one in my car, one in my boat, and I've got one on the motorcycle. They're cheap. You can get them at any drugstore. They're, you know, this is a pretty good one. It's got scissors and gauze and a compression bandage in it. I added an actual tourniquet to it. You know, just, you know, basic first aid stuff, because outdoor activities, you're gonna get hurt eventually. Also, the tourniquet reminds me, excuse me while I whip this out, this belt. It's got holes the whole length. And the reason for that, and I bought this for this specific purpose, it's got all those holes in it so I can cinch it as tight as I need to use it as a tourniquet, or to, you know, if I broke my arm, I could put boards on either side or sticks on either side, and I could use that belt to brace a broken limb, potentially. Most local community colleges and hospitals, a couple of times a year, will put on, you know, 4-hour, 8-hour, maybe even a 3-day first aid seminar. And usually I try and go to an 8-hour, or have one brought into where I work, an 8-hour or a 4-hour every other year or so. It's good knowledge to have, especially if you're going to be adventure riding. Toolkit. I've got a Leatherman, this is pretty much all most people would need in their bike. Tire plugs, the worm type, a hand pump to fill up tires, zip ties, this little strap I can use to hold the front brake on if I'm working on stuff or need to lift the back end into the air. Fuses, electrical tape, some electrical bits and pieces, and a little extra scrap wire. Medium-sized vice grip, adjustable parallel jaw pliers, chain pulling, I don't know the technical name for it, the tool to pull chain links apart, and I've got a chain press, and I've got a spare master link for my specific chain. Metric Allen wrenches, I've got a moto crutch, I've got a whole video on that. Wrenches to get the axles off, a 10, 12, and 8 millimeter wrench because they're the most common. These are tire plug tools, a file. You don't have points on vehicles anymore, but a couple of my friends have bikes that have points. Might need that for. Otherwise, taking sharp metal edges off. Riveted chain. How are you going to fix a riveted chain if you can't get the links off? 4 tire levers, because I struggle enough with 2 of them. 4 tire levers makes it a lot easier. If you wanted to reduce some weight, you could get tire levers that have the wrench on the back side, because if you can have one tool that does 2 or 3 things, it makes the whole thing lighter, which is better. Last thing is this. It's a Green Chili Adventure Products Z-Drag system. And again, I'm not sponsored by anyone or anything. What this does is you hook this end to your bike, you pull all the stuff out of this end, and then hook that to an anchor point. You can use the bag as a ground anchor, fill it full of rocks or dirt and bury it. Gives you a 5-to-1 mechanical advantage. So this 500-pound bike, it only takes a 100-pound pull on my end, which I can just put that around my back and just lean backwards. You know, I'm 200 pounds. That's easily enough to pick the bike up. So if I crashed into a ditch and it was laying downhill, you know, or if, say, I drove through a creek and buried it up to the skid plate and the chain fell off, I could use that Z-Drag system to get the bike out by myself instead of hoping that someone comes by. And again, this is just quadruple overkill for any normal person, but because I'll go do 200 or 300 miles after work on a Tuesday to 2 local state forests and then take a dirt road route all the way back home, I need to be prepared, because it's a higher risk situation and there's less chance of someone happening upon me to help me out. So I need to be prepared for more than the average rider just day to day. Things that I take with me on longer trips, I'll throw some chain lube in there, just a small bottle of chain lube. And then obviously all the food and all that kind of stuff, but I should start carrying water in this thing, considering, you know, I'm going 6-7 hours after work. I should have water in here, but this time of year, right now, if I put water in there, it's going to freeze and break all over everything. So water would be part of your basic first aid kit. So that's what I carry all the time when I'm out on the bike. So thanks for watching and letting me rant on for this long. Haha, just kidding, I wasn't done. Two things I forgot to talk about when I was going through the toolkit. That vice grip, you can use that as a lever, as a foot control, and a handlebar extension if you snap that off. You can use it to pull on a frayed end of a cable that you broke. That paracord, you can use that to actuate a clutch. I've done that before. You can use it to, string up a shelter. You can use it as a tourniquet. Lots of different uses for stuff in that toolkit, and don't be afraid to use the bike in a real bad situation. Being resourceful and being calm when you're in an emergency situation is really important. And one final note, I promise this is the absolute last thing. I usually have a spot tracker on me also. So if I'm out in the middle of nowhere and something really bad happens, like if I've got a broken leg and a punctured lung, or just bleeding bad, and I'm not able to get the bike back upright and get to safety or help, I can hit a button on that spot tracker and it will send emergency help to me. It does cost $140, I think, $100 and something, $100 to $200 a year, depending on your options. But I can also use it for non-emergency situations. So I have it set that every 5 minutes it puts my dot on a map, and I can send a link to family. They can watch me as I ride. If I stop for too long, or if I hit certain buttons, I can send certain messages like I'm stopped but I'm okay, I'm stopped, I'm having trouble but I got it, I'm gonna need non-emergency help. And then I've got that SOS button that goes directly to a monitoring service. They send emergency life-saving help if I need it. So that spot tracker is probably the most important thing I carry with me. Okay, I promise I'm done now. Thanks.